Hello everyone, this week we'll talk about medical waste management. Medical waste management is, and its applicable regulations are all encompassed under the Medical Waste Management Act, which its latest edition was published in January of 2017, and everything is described in the California Health and Safety Code sections 117600 to 118363. Now, in this video lecture, I'm going to merely describe the sections that I want you guys to read so that you have the proper information, the proper knowledge to be able to not only do your quiz and pass your exams, but to actually have a better grasp as to how medical waste management works out there in the field. So I'm going to be talking about the specific chapters that I want you to read, the specific definitions that are relevant to this module so that you're able to be successful out there. So first, I want you to focus on chapter 2. That is the definitions. I want you to know specifically the definition of medical waste. What is considered medical waste? What is not considered medical waste? Are there any exceptions? What is the difference between medical waste and household waste? What if, for instance, I'm a diabetic man and I use needles to get sugar blood readings? Am I supposed to dispose of the sharps in any specific way? That's what you will be learning in that definition. Additionally, I want you to read the definition of a biohazardous bag, hazardous waste hauler, the differences between a large quantity generator, small quantity generator, etc. In essence, go over the definitions. Now, when it comes to chapter 3, I want you to focus on the registration process for large and small quantity generators, the procedure to be able to treat medical waste. Read chapters 4 and 5, which specify the requirements for small quantity and large quantity generators. It will give you information regarding whether there are any differences in how to store or contain medical waste for either category, the fees that have to be collected, the elements of a medical waste management plan, and its differences between a small and large quantity generator, and the differences in record keeping, etc. If at any point in the conceivable future you see yourself being responsible for the transportation of medical waste, this is a good chapter to read. However, this would not be covered in the quiz or our exam, and neither would chapter 7. Although I encourage you to read chapter 7 if at any point you work in a facility that handles the disposal of its own medical waste. Then I want you to focus on chapter 9, which pertains itself with the containment and storage of medical waste. I specifically want you to learn the timelines. That is, how often and do you need to dispose of the different categories of medical waste? For instance, if you have a container of sharps waste that is ready for disposal, how many days do I have before I need to dispose of it properly? When it comes to, for instance, a container that has pharmaceutical waste, how much time do I have if it's ready for disposal? How often do I need to empty the container? Those are the kinds of things that I want you to know. I also want you to know the specifics for the storage facility. How is anyone walking through my medical waste storage area going to know that inside of this area there is medical waste that is potentially hazardous to themselves? So we're in that specific section. They'll be talking about the requirements of the sign that needs to be placed outside of your storage area and in what language it should be posted. Once you're finished with chapter 9, I want you to focus on chapter 10, specifically on the inspection portion of it, so that you have an idea as to how often the inspections get done in a given facility. And if you're curious, I encourage you to read chapter 9.5, which pertains itself with trauma scene waste management. So if you ever wondered, when you see CSI or any of those police TV shows. How well, how do they get rid of the bodies? You know, all the anatomical body parts. Is who handles this? You learn about who handles this and how it's done in the specific chapter. You learn how to become a trauma scene waste manager, which is a pretty high paying job, although it definitely is a bit gruesome. Thank you and have a great day.